I think that I'm not going to get his jokes for free anymore. Once he starts, once he becomes famous, I'm going to have to buy a ticket to listen to this guy's BS. But for tonight, it's still free, an open mic segment here, and I'd like to put your hands together for Mr. Todd Satter.
Bear with me a minute here. I'm from Sandstone. Wow, it's great to be here. Great to be here in Wagon Wheel, Missouri, aka Hinckley, Minnesota. I gotta say, I've been doing comedy for a little while now, and I haven't been nervous at all until today. This morning, my neighbor was outside walking her little pot-bellied pig. And she says to me, "Todd, when you're on stage doing comedy, do you wear a bulletproof vest?" I'm like, "What? Why would you say that?" Now I'm gonna be up there going like, anytime anybody reaches for a cell phone, I'll be like all nervous and stuff. Because here's what I'm thinking. If I take a bullet to the chest, I'm pretty much screwed. But if I take a bullet to the nuts, I'm pretty much never gonna be screwed. So I said to my buddy Gary, "Can you give me any pointers?" Because he's a professional comedian, my buddy Gary. Well, actually, he's not really a professional comedian, but he's been married for 20 years. And he said, "Todd, here's what you do. You look out at that audience, and you imagine all the ladies topless. And no matter what happens, they can throw shit at you. And all you're going to see is boobs. So at the risk of offending anybody, I'm just going to take a quick peek." It's not working. Plan B. Could I please get all the ladies in the audience to take off their shirts? No takers. That never works. That's not entirely true. One time I was doing a show, and I asked all the ladies in the audience to take off their shirts, and this one lady jumped up. Two of the nicest tatas you ever saw in your life. Bam, she whips off her bra, and she's twirling it around, hooting and hollering. Damn, I love my mom. So you can tell I gotta lose a little weight. Kinda let myself go lately. It's not all my fault. The fast food industry has a little bit of responsibility also. I mean, think about it. White Castle, what's your crave? Definitely not White Castle, but that's all I can afford. Two types of people eat at White Castle. Poor people and drunk people. And I've totally given up on McDonald's. I now go right through the order line, go right up to the window, and they're like, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I'd like some food." "Yeah, but you didn't order anything." "Don't try that shit with me. I've been trying to order food here for 5 years. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you $10, throw some shit in a bag, and we'll call it a day." But you know who's really got it? The great slogan in the food industry, still thinking 99-cent, burritos and stuff, is Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. No shit. Have you ever been able to think clearly when you've had your junk inside of a bun? I'm just saying. So I always had a dream about having 2 women at one time. First woman I ever had, and the last woman I'll ever have. But then I got to thinking that might be a little uncomfortable. Because it's been 47 and a half years since the last time I sucked on my mom's boobs. But what I can remember is they were like this big. Of course, my head was only about this big. And her nipples were the size of my nose. Speaking of losing weight, our neighbors told my wife and I if we wanted to swing with them anymore. We had to better our life skills and better our bodies. So we joined a gym. That ain't been doing too good. But anyway, I need to get a little color in my skin, so I decided I'd go up to the local tanning booth. I walked into that tanning booth, took off all my clothes, oiled up this gorgeous body of mine, set that knob to 15 minutes, slid on and down into that little curved tanning bed, lowered down that roof. After about 30 seconds, I started to panic. I thought, holy shit, what am I gonna do? If it doesn't open, what if I burn? What am I gonna do? I got really scared. I pushed open that roof and I tried to get out of that bed, but I couldn't get out. So I belly flopped over. But then I lost those little glasses for your eyes. Holy shit, I started to go blind. I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? And just then I got up on all fours and I started to scream, I am blind! And then I realized I forgot to lock the door. And if you could have seen the look on that worker's face when she opened that door, there I was, all oiled up, on all fours screaming, I'm blind! Wasn't pretty. So, a couple days ago, my buddy Mike comes over. He's like, Todd, how would your wife and you like to be swingers? I said, hell, I ain't got nothing going on. So I ran in the house and got my car keys. Came back outside. They were gone. I looked all over. I started to panic. I called my wife. No answer. I called my buddy Mike. He answers the phone. I go, Mike, what are you doing? He goes, I'm banging your wife. I go, what? He goes, yeah, where are you at? I said, I'm at the park on the swings waiting for you guys. And some of you here, I got at least 2 friends here tonight. The rest of all of you I owe money to. I promise I will get that to you so we can rekindle our friendship. I promise. Yeah, so anyway, I promise I will do that as soon as I can. So here's what I'm thinking. Buddy of mine the other day says to me, Todd, he goes, do you want to join my fantasy football league? I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I got a fantasy football league. Not interested. How about my fantasy NASCAR league? I said, I'm not interested. I said, but I tell you what I am interested in. Why don't we start a fantasy fucking league? Now, I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but it's going to go something like this. You're going to get a single, a married, a MILF, and a barely legal. No preteens and stuff you stick, none of that stuff. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Todd Satter. Thanks for laughing.